New poll revealing it's anyone's race to win.
Meredith College out with some new data showing this is becoming a race to watch nationwide. The poll has Budd just ahead of Beasley by a point. 44% for the Republican, 43% for the Democrat. Meanwhile, Budd is trying to drum up support with less than a week to go until Election Day. Today, former Vice President Mike Pence will join the congressman on the campaign trail. This afternoon, they'll hold a fireside chat at the Republican Party headquarters in Raleigh.
Both parties leaning on political star power to get voters out to the polls. President Biden and former Presidents Obama and Trump also hitting the campaign trail in the final push to next Tuesday. Wake Up Charlotte's Drew Petrimo has the latest from Washington.
Ben, polls show neck-and-neck races all across the country, and in this final push, big names are being called in to make a final pitch to voters.
Overnight, two of the Democratic Party's most recognizable faces campaigning in key battleground states. President Joe Biden in Florida.
Let's be real clear about one important thing. This election is not a referendum. It's a choice. It's a choice between two vastly different visions for America.
Former President Barack Obama in Nevada.
That's why Democrats actually have plans to take on drug companies to lower prices, to get the oil industry to clean up its act, to pass laws to make housing more affordable.
Y'all give them a big Georgia welcome.
Meantime, former Republican Vice President Mike Pence stumping in Georgia.
We got to re-elect Brian Kemp.
Former President Donald Trump will hold a rally in the Sunshine State on Sunday. Both parties deploying heavy hitters to states that will determine control of Congress. In 10 of the most closely watched Senate races, 5 are currently held by Republicans, 5 by Democrats.
If Republicans get one of the Democratic ones, Democrats have to counter with one of the Republican-held seats. And there's one state there for Democrats that looms above all the others just in terms of being a ripe target. It's Pennsylvania.
In the Keystone State, polls have Democratic Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman holding on to a slim lead against the Republican, Dr. Mehmet Oz. Nevada looking like Republicans' best chance to flip a seat, with a new poll showing a dead heat. On the issues, it's the economy, crime, abortion rights, and threats to democracy driving voters like Tony Figueroa to the polls.
I want to, have my own place, to call my own. Been saving up for that for years now. It just seems with inflation, that goal just seems a little more out of reach day by day.
In your eyes in this election, it's democracy that's at stake, no?
Yes, it is, because it's become the truth versus lies. And when you have a binary situation, that's where you have a problem, when violence becomes the recourse to a voting democracy.
Across the country, candidates trying desperately to convince voters they have a plan to address these issues, hoping to tip the election in their favor in the final days of the campaign.
Saturday is shaping up to be a big day in this final push. President Biden and former presidents Obama and Trump all scheduled to campaign in Pennsylvania on the same day. Reporting from Washington, I'm Drew Petrimo. Wake Up Charlotte.